7-0 coming into today, and a team that a lot of people thought was really good, and you guys beat them. What do you think generally?
Well, they're a really good team. I don't think there's any doubt about that. I mean, this was a difficult night. I mean, the conditions, obviously, from a wind standpoint, made it difficult in the game itself, but we just did a good job early in the game. Made a nice catch early that kind of created some momentum for us. J.D. Thompson got the leadoff hitter. He didn't walk anyone. So it is a day where, the ball could leave the ballpark for sure, especially to left field, left center field. But he contained them, and they're dangerous that way. And then we were just aggressive from an offensive standpoint.
Can you talk a little bit more about Thompson? Earlier season good performances. How would you evaluate it besides a little bit of a struggle in the fourth inning?
Yeah, well, I don't even think that was so much of a struggle as it was. He left the ball up with a guy on base, so it hurt him. But outside of that, I thought he did a really nice job. He was very consistent in how he approached them. Threw a lot of strikes. He didn't back off. I just thought he did a nice job. He's a very composed kid to begin with, so you kind of know what you're getting with him. Life and how he plays baseball. Yeah, it's a big effect. I mean, we hit some balls the backside that left the yard that wouldn't, but at the same time, you get in a situation like this, and both teams have to play in it. You have to defend the baseball, which is tough. Outfielders find themselves with their backs against the fence, and this is a good ballpark, big ballpark. Wasn't playing tonight, so makes it tough. But we did a good job of using it to our advantage.
Jacob Humphrey definitely with his best game of the season so far. How'd you evaluate his performance?
Aggressive. He just comes ready to play all the time, and he's done a good job coming off the bench. He always gives us something, but I thought his at-bats were really good. I did a good job of commanding the strike zone. He left the yard once, but he got a big hit. He just did a little bit of everything. Defensively, too, he made some nice catches.
With Bolger maybe being out a while, could you see him maybe taking a step forward, Humphrey?
Well, I think anyone who's in the outfield right now has to, whether it's Cal or whether it's Humphrey or, anyone else potentially. But, I thought at some point Jacob was going to play anyway, so he just got an opening and he's taking advantage of it.
Some struggles in the field held you guys back this weekend. How would you evaluate the performance there?
Well, I thought we had one bad inning, during the course of the weekend, although I do think weren't able to catch some balls that are typically catchable for us. But tonight, good. Pastime's play up the middle was really good. We just handled the ball well in the outfield. And handling the ball in the outfield was a difficult proposition tonight.
Camden Kozeal went 4 for 5 tonight. Do you feel like he's maybe growing a little more comfortable now?
I think just with the bats, he'll get that. Yeah. I don't know if he's going to go 4 for 5 every night, but I think every time he gets in there, he gets a little bit more comfortable with college baseball. That's tough to put a young kid in up in the order like we do. We believe in him, and the biggest thing is he believes in himself. So that's why he's there.
Did you see anything different from him today, or is it just kind of the same, but starting to pay off a little more?
I think, to your point, I think just looser and just, more bats and starting to feel the game a little bit more. And he did a nice job of, he knows the strike zone, so he's not going to leave it, which sometimes in college baseball, a guy who knows the strike zone can sometimes hurt him because he knows the difference of a ball that's a ball out and 2 balls out, but he takes advantage of balls that are thrown across the plate.